And now joining us to discuss this is Tonye Jaja, is a lawyer, and he will be speaking to us from Aseru in Lesotho. Tonye, thank you so much for joining us on the news.
Thank you.
So, how true is the perception that previous administrations have meted out injustice towards the Southeast and that it is largely marginalized?
Well, you cannot blame previous administration because the Southeast had 5 states as a result of the 1999 Constitution, which is something we got from the military. So the blame should be placed on the military government when the Constitution was drafted in 1999.
So one would have expected that other, subsequent governments, most especially the democratic establishments, would have done something to rectify that perceived issue.
Of course, but if you read Section 8 of the Constitution, there's a procedure for creating a state. It's not a Father Christmas where they will just give it to you. There has to be a number of signatures, referendum, to know that the indigents of the existing states are in support of that.
Well, in a twist, it's been said that the fate of the Southeast is largely caused by a center that has failed to hold for decades. So do you think that the region is less united and as such makes the states independently weak when it comes to asking for things that are peculiar and will be beneficial to them?
Well, I am not an anthropologist who study people, but maybe by the nature of those in the Southeast, they like to travel. They are called the Jews of Nigeria. They leave their home states, they go to other places, especially for trade and commerce. They are entrepreneurial, so they are very good at business. So maybe their priority is business, making money, and they didn't pay attention to state creation. That could be an explanation.
Okay, so while the creation of 6 states, of course, could be cumbersome, is having that 6th state going to placate the region's historical and, of course, socio-political grievances?
When you use the word placate, it's like a placebo. Yes, a placebo is a medicine that doesn't really cure a condition. It just pacifies. So yes, I like the word you use, placate, just a temporary measure, because agitations are still ongoing. For example, Senator Ned Nwoko is agitating for another state. On top of, even if they have the 6 states, there's still agitation for more. So I think it's just a temporary measure, this giving them the 6th state.
You're talking about agitation, I understand. Do you also think this will be enough to influence security dynamics in Southeast, especially where unrest or, like you said, agitation has been linked to feelings of exclusion?
Again, I would not want to dabble into anthropology, what makes people behave the way they do. I do not understand. So, even if you give them 10 states, if they want to agitate, and the insecurity will continue.
Okay, finally, before I let you go, Tonye, you don't see, of course, I understand, you are not an anthropologist, but then do you see this as a political move? I mean, we're looking at the 2027 elections coming around, and there have been calls that something must be done to make the Southeast live at easily, so to speak, or just, have some sort of feeling of belonging. Do you think it's a political statement, or it doesn't matter so long as what needs to be done is done, then that should take center stage?
Okay, so if you look at 2023, Labour Party won in Lagos State. What does that tell you? The candidate of the Labour Party is an Igbo of Southeast extraction, and he won in what's it called, Lagos State, which is the supposed stronghold of the current president. So what does that tell you? That the population of Igbos or Southeast people in Lagos is more. And even in the Federal Capital Territory, the Labour Party also won. So that tells you something. I started by saying the Igbos are entrepreneurial. They move away from their hometowns, they establish businesses in other commercial capitals. So even if you create a sixth state, they would build their houses there, but they may not live, reside, domicile in those states. You may find the larger population of them in Lagos. And so when you're looking for, if you're thinking of votes in the Southeast, it may not necessarily follow that pattern.
Thank you so much for your analogy and explanation, Toyin Ejaja. It was nice talking to you on the news.